As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Monster! We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
Die Alte nicht leiden.
That's that, I suppose. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It was all the Western Church's doing. That masked knight who led the attack somehow managed to disappear without a trace.
The Church of Seros clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to appear. It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the Church being ruled centrally from Garreg Mach. Perhaps they hoped to remove the Archbishop in order to completely strip the Central Church of its authority.
Oh, that's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the Church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Seros is split into several smaller entities. The Central Church is the largest, and leads the organization from Garreg Mach.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom, the fortress city of Aryan Road.
It seems the Knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them with their mission.
To think, our own professor was born in Fodlan, and yet knew nothing of the Church. I never imagined explaining something so basic to an instructor of mine. You're something of a special case, are you not?
Was
How
dagegen?
strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that whole group, just like that? It seems harsh, even for her.
If one of us does something bad, I wonder what she would do to us!
Professor, do you agree with the Archbishop's actions?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the crest stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the crest stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
Ja, Sword.
I cannot thank
Holy
you
Sword.
enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seiros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seiros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
Ist doch
The
nicht.
Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? Is that a fact?
Ja.
I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? Yes, her! The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Aber natürlich. Natürlich. Natürlich wäre ich mein eigener. Hab ja auch sonst nichts zu tun. Oh yeah.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Es können neue Bereiche im Kloster erkundet werden. Bereiche.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seros could not hope to defeat you. I'm just marveling at the potential. Besides, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize. Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher? Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Die Edelgard, die hat was vor.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Ja. Hast du ja nichts mehr. Manuela hat Geburtstag. Das macht Blümchen. Ich wirklich wissen, was Edelgard macht.
Save. A ghost, perhaps? No, that is surely not the case. What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
Professor, what are you doing here?
Die ist auch komplett angezogen.
Oh, perhaps I was talking in my sleep. Ah, so you heard me then. Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child. Stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. It's terribly frustrating. No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing. I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose I could try, but only if you swear not to tell a soul.
Doch nur auf
I
YouTube.
appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why? Every last one of them was crippled by disease, or lost their mind, or died. I was the only one left who could inherit the throne.
Mit 10 Kinder. Ohne Witz. 10. Hatten die nichts zu tun?
Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived. The nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again. Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire. The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me. I shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's something in the air tonight. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
Mit 10 children. Mein Gott. 10. Sie könnte Ritter, 90 oder Bandit. Ich würde sie viel lieber so als Ritter sehen. Das gepanzerte Etwas. Diese Tank. Die ist tough. Die ist Knight. Und sieht aus wie eine Konservendose.
As expected.
Eins haben wir. Moment, was? Ich kann 2 machen. Dunkel. Bei dir muss ich mal warten. Können die aber auch sowas wie... Hat aber nichts gelernt, ne? Nee. Die war jetzt 10. Also ich brauche Oberstufensiegel. Habe ich gar nicht. Gut. Wir brauchen Oberstufe-Siege, die wir haben. Lager. Das ist noch. Er ist noch. Pacho. Hier ist noch. Sind ja eh. Er hat auch. Hubert. Magie oder dunkler Magier? Nimmt sich beides nicht viel. Und dann nehmen wir dunkler Magier. Dark Magic. Ja, yeah, bestanden. Jetzt will ich aber mal, dass so richtig krass ist. Erstmal machen wir wieder herstellen. Warten. Er hat alles versucht. Gehen wir erkunden. Items, die hat ja denn hier das hier. Das kann sie gleich mal verwenden. Nee. Tausch mit. Komm, kannst du lagern. Kriegst den Geist. Dann wird nämlich deine Magie gestärkt. Komm. Das ist ja das, was du... Dann hat was Neues. Sitzung. Da ist schon wieder.
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation... Linhardt. Here again, I see.
Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time. Ah, yes. The double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No, that cannot be correct.
Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start.
Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than whatever it is she has to say.
While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
Hobby? This research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same. You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered imagination. In truth, you have talents that many, including myself, will never have the privilege of possessing.
Are you complimenting me, Hubert? That alone deserves to be studied.
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for the cause you have chosen to waste your talents on, which changes frequently, I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or results. Learn to apply yourself to something constructive. You may still have a bright future.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not going to leave me alone. I just want to live a life doing things that interest me. Is that so wrong?
That is unacceptable, even for a nobleman. Her Highness will soon ascend the throne. She's attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're coming from. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Pathetic. Keep to your books, then. Goodbye, Linhardt.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
La 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 la. Such lovely weather for painting.
Bernadetta?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
It's just me, Linhardt. What are you doing?
Painting! Just painting. Not important. Am I in your way? I'm in your way. I'll just go. I'm going.
No need for all that. I just came out here to read. I'll stay quiet and still so as not to bother you. How's that? If you want to go, that's fine too.
No. I'll stay.
Say, aren't you usually holed up inside?
I'm sorry! I'm sorry for coming here. I'm sorry for bothering you! You're mad, aren't you? You look really mad. I'll just pack up. I'll be gone before you know it.
Mad? At you? Never. I rather admire you, in fact. I fantasize about shutting myself in my room and never going outside again. It sounds like paradise. However, I wouldn't be able to perform my research. That, Bernadetta, is a problem.
What? You admire me? Nah! No way. I know a trick when I see one. What are you plotting? So you want to copy me, is that it? And what's a copy do with the original? Replace it! Well, I've got you figured out. I won't just sit back and take it. I'll fight you!
What? That's never... this is too much hassle. I'm leaving.
Sorry! Please don't kill me!
Oh Mann. Ach, Bernie, was ist denn los mit dir?
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
Südfrüchte. Okay. Wir gehen erst unten hin. Wird wohl einem Sonnenhasser. Yep. Wir gehen erst ins Abyssum, machen da alles, also reden mit den Leuten, mit den Vieren. Und dann schauen wir mal weiter. Dann ackern wir uns oben nochmal durch. Muss ja einmal im Monat, muss das ja sein. Ja?
Need something? See you again soon.
Woran sieht sich? Test an. Ja, später. Habt ihr euch jetzt wieder beruhigt da oben?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Actually, if I recall correctly, which is my job and passion, there were reportable happenings up top as well. That's why I'm still stuck with Mr. Backup. I'm still here by request of Lord Seteth. You can never be too vigilant. Truth be told, I'm used to the guy by now. Not Yuri, though. He shoots him a pointed glare every time he walks by. How eerie is that?
Elfric used to use his position in the church to look out for Abyss. He basically set this whole place up for us. Then some scandal or other forced him out. Gotta wonder what got the church so riled up.
Ach, den kennen wir. Den Alfred. Ne? Der war ja der Meinung, gegen uns kämpfen zu müssen. Der Depp. Und dann haben wir ihn fertig gemacht. So schnell konnte er gar nicht gucken.
Nice sword, Chatterbox. I like how it lights up. That's a neat trick. But now that you have it, the church is going to want to use your power for their own ends. Are you going to let that happen? Good. Glad to hear it. You gotta think for yourself. You're too good to become one of their stooges. Nope, not mine.
Nur ein. Weiß, wem das
Nope,
gehört.
not.
Weiß, wem das gehört. Der, Gott, ich habe den Namen von der Zeit. Aber von der Blonden hier. Ein Schwert.
It's like this. The best fighter in Abyss? Balthus, probably. Yuri's definitely the most cunning. Constance is the strongest with magic. The most dangerous of them all, though? Happy. You've heard the rumors, haven't you?
Was hab ihn in Ruhe?
You're a busy one, aren't you? Always on the road. Being a professor seems like a tough gig. Back when I was first enrolled here, we rarely traveled. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was about it. This really stirs up the old memories. When I took part, my house lost. May have been my fault. It's hard to believe, but I was pretty rash back then.
Miklon. I know that guy. In Northern Fargus, he's pretty well known. And not in a good way. The guy does what he pleases. Attacking towns in Margrave Gautier's territory relentlessly. Stealing food and even abducting women. I may be the leader of a bunch of thugs, too. But I'm nothing like that slime bag. A bit. I've got folks who follow my lead. But the similarities end there. A hero's relic can turn a slimeback like Miklon into a knight. I know you've got one of those shinies yourself, but don't go doing anything reckless.
Ich doch nicht. Wo ist? Hier?
It's like this.
Konstanze ist gar nicht hier. Konstanze? Ist hier oben irgendwo. Konstanze, ich habe was für dich. Immer diese Ladezeiten. Aber welche Gebiete kann ich da jetzt betreten? Ui. So viel.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Du kannst jemanden dazu einladen, dich in die Sauna zu begleiten. Dort kräftigt ihr euer Band, verbessert eure physische Kondition. Ruht euch aus, ohne zu überhitzen, und ihr werdet diesen Monat die verbesserten Ergebnisse während der Fortbildung oder im Unterricht sehen. Es gibt 2 Möglichkeiten, das Wärmegefühl für die Saunagäste zu erhöhen. Wähle noch bleiben, damit sie sich ein bisschen aufwärmen. Mehr Dampf erzeugt sehr viel Wärme. Je wärmer es geben wird, desto mehr fühlt sich die Leiste. Sauna verlassen beendet den Saunabesuch. Die Leisten füllen sich, wenn es den Saunabesuchern wärmer wird. Ziel ist es, die schwarze Linie zu erreichen, welche bedeutet, dass sich die Person entspannt hat. Besteht zwischen den Personen ein starkes Band, kann es sein, dass sie schon vorher entspannt sind und strahlen. Personen, denen es zu warm in der Sauna wird, laufen in Gefahr, sich zu überhitzen, wobei ihnen schwindelig wird. Sollte dies passieren, wird der Saunabesuch beendet. Pass gut darauf auf, wie warm es jeden Einzelnen ist, damit dies nicht passiert. Wenn du die Sauna entspannt und strahlend verlässt, dann werden sich die Resultate in der Fortbildung und im Unterricht verbessern. Wenn du und dein Gast entspannt und strahlend die Sauna verlässt, werden... Okay, das ist jetzt doppelt gemoppelt. Geh mit Bernadette. Weil ich Bock drauf hab. Sauna verlassen, das ist das, was ich wollte. Okay, gut. Dozentenrang erhöht. Yes, baby. Die Charakterklassen der Ultima-Stufe wurden freigeschaltet. Und gemeinsam kochen. Ab Dozentrang C kannst du einen Adjutanten anheuern, der eine Einheit deiner Wahl im nächsten Kampf begleitet. Die Anzahl der Adjutanten, die du für den Kampf anheuern kannst, steigt mit deinem Dozentenrang. Adjutanten bieten je nach Klasse einen von 3 Hilfen. Folgeangriff. Adjutant führt manchmal einen Folgeangriff durch. Schutz. Adjutant verteidigt gegen einen Folgeangriff und reduziert Schaden oder Heilung. Adjutanten sind umso effektiver, je höher ihr Unterstützungslevel ist. Sie erhalten Erfahrungspunkte im Kampf, aber ihre Waffen verlieren keine Haltbarkeit und sie sterben nicht, wenn ihre Einheit besiegt.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Sagen wir jetzt richtig aber noch. Gehen wir mal ganz kurz zum Übungsplatz. Eifrig.
The Western Church. The Central Church. They believe in the same goddess, but oppose one another. Fodlan is a complicated place.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, the hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
Diese, höher.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
Was kannst du? Obwohl, komm.
Her face.
Ich habe ja Zeit. So. Dann gehen wir mal die Leute abklappern. Aber ich konnte dem beiden jetzt zum Beispiel nichts geben. Und sagen, hier, guck mal, ich hab da was.
I'm not secretly eating cake.
I'm the goddess.
Okay, what's Bernie doing right now? Oh, fine. You got not me. Keep it a secret, alright?
Ich möchte ganz gerne. Guck mal, du hast doch bestimmt Nadeln
I've been
drauf.
looking for this.
Yes. Aber bei den Items glaube ich wirklich, dass mir im Prinzip das Wappen anzeigt, von wem das sein könnte.
My mistake. The next mission is to rout bandits in the kingdom, is it not? I find the idea unsettling. Though the bandits have captured a large prize, they are insignificant in and of themselves. The matter would be more appropriately dealt with by Margrave Gautier or the Fargus royal family. I grant that I am most likely jumping at shadows, but I fear that if Fargus is weakened, the tipped scales will lead to widespread unrest. Yes, that does belong to me.
Die ist so ein bisschen fertig, ne?
If my conduct...
Weiß auch, wem das Metall steht.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
Ich werde sie um jeden Preis beschützen. Schminkpinsel. Und Wölfe.
No, that's...
Könnte jetzt... Der Schminkpinsel könnte von Yuri oder halt... Die haben irgendwie alle gefühlt Make-up drauf. Aus dem Weg, aus dem Weg! Düdüt. Junge. Hi. Ja, ich muss noch mal mit den Leuten reden. Die sich anmalen. Ich bräuchte ja ein Oberstufensiegel. Gehen wir erstmal zum Yuri hinten, weil ich kann mir vorstellen, dass es der Yuri ist. Und du malst hier.
Oh, you found it.
Wusste, dass der Dude sich die Augen schminkt.
You're a bit back when I was really... Not mine. Huh. Well, it's...
Er hat einfach meinen Stoffbären nicht gewürdigt. Schäme dich, Alter. Schäme dich. Ab ins Kloster. Ich glaube, nächsten Monat war das mit dem Kampf mit dem Löwen und so, ne? Wir gehen jetzt mal hier hinten lang. Ich war schon mal auf der richtigen Spur.
Professor!
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it. I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary,
And so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
Wie flirtet das aus?
I'm sorry, but... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's flirting.
Swinging a sword about in the holy mausoleum? The potential for damage is too great to imagine. I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged. Were you using magic? I've heard you weren't, but... Ugh, it's torture not being able to go inside the holy mausoleum for an entire year. That's not...
Professor, if you're heading to the kingdom, I would recommend taking a coat. It's chilly, even at this time of year. It also rains a fair bit. Don't get caught out there without protection, or you're sure to catch a cold. Hello? 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 Hello?
Also hier ist keiner, hier ist auch kein Item oder. Na, jetzt war Süßen.
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder? What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me. I thought, but since...
Aristocrats are fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their crests. Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard.
Die ist voll süß.
What? 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 What?
Ich mag Lucifer, sie ist awesome.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests, or heroes' relics, or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll take muscles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal. Actually... That isn't my... That isn't my... That is... That is...
Na, du schon wieder. Nicht was Blaues gesehen? Hohen Ansprüchen an seinem Bett.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing sword. If you ever want to sell it to me, I'd pay top G. Just kidding. Sorta. It's, not for sale, is it? Hey, how about a favor? Hey, Professor, I know you're busy with heck. I won't even charge you for my aid. What say you? It's a killer deal. You sure you want...
Da kann so viel enttäuscht sein, wie sie will. Ich will die nicht in meinem Team. Nehm die. Und dann nehme ich mal Ferdinand.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody!
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
Ich hätte ganz gern Catherine in meinem Team. Falsche Richtung.
fish so still. Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I am certain my brother would disapprove. Might you help me with a favor?
Habe ich Lenhard schon getroffen? Komm, kriegst Jagdwild. Ja, oder was anderes. Sehr gut. Hier ist nichts.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
Vielleicht. Vielleicht auch nicht.
I could use your help.
Would you help me out? Knew I could count on you.
Yes!
Hey there.
Kann ich schmieden. Sehr gut.
Is this it? There you go.
Die Anstallland hat er.
Come back anytime.
Sicher doch.
What do you require? Farewell.
Einheiten auch. Ja, du hattest doch gerade irgendwas. Hier. Kann ins Lager. Hat noch irgendwas, was da nicht rein soll? Oh, die hat viel zu viel. Das wird gelagert, das wird gelagert. Waffenmeister verkaufen. So, als erstes.
Will this one do? Many thanks. 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 Come back soon.
Professor, please leave Sylvain alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandit's leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother.
No.
Ganz cool.
Professor, the thing is...
Right.
Gucken, ob ich schon Lenhard getroffen habe. Doch. Ich muss da noch mal hin. Weil ich glaube, Lenhard gehört das mit dem Downkissen.
Oh.
Was ist das? Da lang. Lauf.
Professor.
Ja.
I wonder why. Why does Lady Rhea give you special treatment? You're not particularly strong or good-looking. You seem exceedingly unremarkable. Not that I doubt you were a skilled mercenary. Shamir came from the same background, but she doesn't get nearly as much of Lady Rhea's attention. Besides, it'd be one thing if you got brought on as a knight, but a professorship, unprecedented. I just don't get it. I'm flummoxed as to why she holds you in such high esteem. And it's not like just anyone can wield the Sword of the Creator. It's a legendary relic, right? And it was casually handed over to you. It's unbelievable. Maybe it's because you're related to Geralt. He was a leader of the Knights of Seiros, and probably the finest mercenary in all Fodlan. By the time I joined, he was gone. So I don't know him too well, but he's strong, right?
Ich weiß nicht, was der antworten soll.
Come on. There can't be a soul in Fodlan who hasn't heard tales of the Bladebreaker. Maybe that's it. Geralt used his influence to help you. But Lady Rhea wouldn't give you favorable treatment because of that. No, definitely not. There must be something more to you. Okay, that settles it. I'm going to watch from afar. Figure out what Lady Rhea could possibly see in you. Whatever it is, maybe I can copy it so that you'll take a shine to me as well. And if I discover that your intentions are malicious, I'll cut you down with relish.
Die will mir ans Leder. Frau will mir einfach ans Leder. Nicht in Ordnung. Und da ist ja noch jemand drin. Hier, das Süßigkeit nichts von. War aber nicht das, was ich drücken wollte. Ich wollte es nicht rekrutieren. Ich wollte...
Never mind. The Leicester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords. First and foremost is Duke Regan, the Alliance's leader. Joining him are the heads of House Goneril, House Gloucester, and House Ordelia. Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave Edmund. These 5 each have voting power in the conferences. Before House Edmund, it was House Daphne that was counted amongst the 5. However, it is said that the head of that family relinquished their vote to House Edmund, which had only recently risen to significance.
Okay.
Professor!
So, da war ich.
I have a reveal, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you. No, that does... No. No. No.
Ja, sein können.
I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus's noble families, is causing some sort of commotion. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Setz dich mal an.
That's right.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the Sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
For House Gautier to invite us onto their land, they must be desperate.
But at least we'll have the stalwart knights ready to stand around and watch us do all the work.
Alas. 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 Alas.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
He is very tired.
What's the...
Also sie macht immer einen sehr müden Eindruck.
The coffin of Seros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
Ich habe keine Ahnung, ich rate, weil ich nicht weiß, wem was gehört. Irgendwas muss ich ja machen.
The head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
Oh, that man I walked past earlier. That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it? House Fraldarius is a powerful noble family, linked to the founding of Fargus. Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Srang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
Ich weiß nicht, wem was gehört.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraldarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
Professor, I can't believe my own brother is the leader of the bandits. House Gautier is my true home. And his. Please, Professor. He really is one of the worst people I've ever known. But we share the same blood. We're still family.
Das sind nur 4 Sachen, die ich habe, ne? Und ich finde einfach nicht Leute, denen der Blödsinn gehört, ey. Das kann doch nicht wahr sein.
This has been my first time to the Kingdom's North. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the Kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? I have amazement. This is...
Habe ich alle abgefragt.
I heard a relic was stolen. If this had something to do with a family conflict, I don't think I could choose a side. What if it's some kind of powerful weapon? I want one too. I know relics aren't easy to come by, but I'd still like to get my hands on one. Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
Ich dachte jetzt eher, dass es so das hier sein wäre.
What's that?
Okay. Bei Frauen beeindruckt. Bestimmt Sylvia. Er will doch bestimmt mit dem Mädel schnacken.
I can't believe. Please, Professor. Oh, that's mine.
Ich hab's gewusst. Er trägt Lippenstift. Er will Knutschi-Knutschi mit den Frauen machen. Er schämt sich auch gar nicht. So, zurück zu Petra. Also manchmal läuft man halt wirklich nur hin und her. Die ist super motiviert, ey. Ja. Lauf, 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 lauf. Wir haben noch ein bisschen was zu tun. Mach auf das Ding. Geht doch.
Okay. I've had a chance to spar with Gilbert of the Knights of Seros before. I couldn't get a single strike in. If that man is accompanying you on your assignment, you can rest assured that no harm will come to you. To be honest, he kind of reminds me of someone. But no, it must be my imagination, right?
Bestimmt.
Right. You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say we've got it bad too. With all that happened last month, a great many knights were dispatched to the Western Church. And now we must set out for the Eastern Church, located in the far east of the Leicester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. Oh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
Ja. Ich habe ebenso viele Sorgen wie jeder andere auch. Und doch muss ich stets so tun, als ständig überledigen. Manchmal ist das sehr anstrengend. Ihr sollt einen Weg zwingen, euch zu entspannen. Ihr braucht einen guten Assistenten. Ihr braucht jemanden, den ihr euch öffnen könnt. Für alle allgemeine Strategie ist das Kriegstraktat unübertroffen. Aber was wäre eine gute Lektüre für Lokale? Wenigstens ist Hubert mit uns zufrieden. Echt gefunden.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lenato. What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes?
Entspann dich.
Isn't it strange? Saint Seros' body was missing from her coffin, but they found a sword in its place. Do you think she moved from her coffin and left the sword behind?
Es ist nicht.
Did you?
Aber noch zweit. Jemand, der Kunst mag. Find's eher kacke. Kann ich den mitnehmen? Nehmen wir die beiden. Ich weiß es nicht.
Singing is nice, isn't it? The only thing is, I'd prefer to do it without an audience.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law. Get it? Law.
The glory of progress.
Sehr gut. Das reicht.
me so much.
Und die Reputation verbessert. Wenn du Nebenquests und optionale Kämpfe abschließt, erhältst du Reputationspunkte, die du einsetzen kannst, um die Statuen der 4 Heiligen zu pflegen. Wenn du die Heiligenstatue pflegst, erhält deine Einheit verschiedene Entwicklungsboni. Okay,
Need something?
Lanze, Axt, Schwert.
This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one?
Erstmal die Waffen ein bisschen buffern.
This one?
Dann schauen wir mal.
You're all set.
Glaube war Heilung, das ist gut.
You're all set.
This
This one? You're all set.
Erhöht erhaltene Fähigkeiten, Erfahrung für Klassen +1. Nee.
See you again soon. Need something?
Okay, hier. Autorität.
This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
So,
This one?
Faust. Kriegt der Kasper nämlich noch ein bisschen und die Erfahrung.
You're
Was
all
haben wir
set.
noch? Rüstung. Reiten, Fliegen, Klassenerfahrung.
This one?
Eher wichtiger.
You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one?
Erfahrung.
You're all set. This one?
So, die ist jetzt total gebufft, die Frau.
You're all set.
Die ist durch. Fliegen und Reiten finde ich jetzt nicht so gut. Bogen, Schwert und Vernunft. Glaube ich, mache ich denn lieber hier weiter.
This one? You're all set.
Weil Schwert ist wichtig. Göttlicher Puls.
This one? You're all set.
Erhöht die Anzahl der verfügbaren Anhänge. Okay. Ne, das haben wir jetzt ein bisschen gebuffert. Da brauchen wir auf jeden Fall. Die 3. Hi, Felix.
Impressive. Think of it. The sword of the Creator, belonging to the ancient king Nemesis. You have to master it as soon as you can. I can't wait to face off against such a legendary weapon.
Du, dein Vati ist da.
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Genau. Ach, wie hieß denn der Hut? Ich glaube, den habe ich auch noch gesehen heute. Genau da, der Ignaz. Mit wem? Mit Manuela. Gut, darum kümmern wir uns gleich.
I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe. I figure you're a great person after all, Professor. I don't know.
Wem gehört denn das blöde Rechnungsbuch?
Hey, Teach. I hear you were able to use the sword of the Creator. That means... What does that mean? Could it mean that you're a descendant of Nemesis, the King of Liberation?
I don't know. Geh mal so und dann gehe ich so runter. Hier bei der Teestunde.
Professor!
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes. Oh, dear. Professor? Is that you? Just a moment. Oh, what should I do? I can't open the door in this state. Manuela, you simply must quit oversleeping. Hold on. Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear? Oh, What is my dressing robe belt caught on? I can't tie this properly. It's not even covering... Oh, Manuela. This will have to do. I'm fine. Just hold on a moment. Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting. So, what do you want? Excuse me? You had a reason for coming here, I assume. I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know. No, you've done nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day. Actually, I didn't have a good night. Never mind. What did you want, anyway? You heard from him? The fellow from last night? Huh. What did he have to say? Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually. That's why I came back to my room and went to bed. To get over it. Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted? Well then, good night.
Oh, Manuela hat Herzschmerz. Bisschen erstmal dahin. Ich weiß, hier ist keiner, aber das ist auch gut. Dann kann man das so besser abarbeiten. Falsche Richtung.
Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange? Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery. Oh, that's...
Wusste doch. Das ist angehört. Irgendwie gefunden.
Oh my, the crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames! No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional. The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet... I'm not...
Yeah. Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned? If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can. I did, but he just dodged the question. Still, it's worrying to see him like that. Someone...
Also von Leonie war ich auch noch nicht so begeistert, ehrlich gesagt. Ich kann mir vorstellen, dass er halt so eine richtig krasse, taffe Kämpferin wird, aber...
I'm trusting you. You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. you will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you. May I ask a favor of you? May I ask a favor of you?
Ah, Professor. Geralt was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around. I have something to ask of you. I have something to ask of you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You must, however, you will most... May I ask a favor of you? This is...
Ich muss einmal mit Leonie reden, damit sie mir sagt, wo Geralt ist.
Hey, you! Professor. Oh, Professor, are you looking for Captain Geralt? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
Mal ein paar Quests machen hier. Ja, komm.
Thank you.
Ach, und dann sind die anderen Kräuter bestimmt für Edelgard. Edelgard. Ich finde es aber schön, dass mir die Lösungen so ein bisschen mehr oder weniger angezeigt werden hier im Spiel, weil das macht alles so, finde ich, um einiges leichter.
Were you using...
Ich hätte das,
I'll gladly take...
I appreciate your effort.
Dann einmal mit Kessin reden, wegen Geralt.
Oh, Geralt? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet Seteth knows.
Echt jetzt? Ich muss wieder hoch zu dem da. Oh, den Lappen. Also so, die schicken dich von einem Ort zum anderen. Allerdings muss ich sagen, finde ich das hier relativ angenehm, da wir so eine Schnellreise haben.
Back? Ah, the graveyard. Of course I know it. It can be a little hard to find. Would you like me to show you where it is? Very well.
Das war jetzt nicht, finde ich, nicht so schwer zu finden. Okay. Raus, lass mich raus.
Ah. Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Hmm? Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you. But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Einzellektion. Ich würde den ganz gern auch hier so ein bisschen pushen. Aber ich finde, der könnte auch solche Magie anwenden. Das wäre vielleicht gar nicht so verkehrt. Wie du. Ja, jetzt werden wir auch so ein bisschen gepusht durch die, durch das heilige Makyl und die Stärke zum Beispiel. Weil er eine Stärke dafür entwickelt hat.
Thanks. That went.
Wollten wir nicht eigentlich gucken, was passiert, wenn der eine da das macht mit den Herzen? Du diejenige? Du derjenige? Mit den Sternen? Nee. Die erfrischt ist. Sehr gut. Ich bin stolz auf dich. Warte, wo warst du noch? In Autorität. Du derjenige? Genau, du warst der.
I'm a quick study.
War nicht das, was ich mir erhofft habe.
Oh.
Tell me something.
Was denn? Bald habe ich alle Gerichte im Speisesaal ausprobiert. Was soll ich dann nur tun? Muss ich wieder und wieder die immer gleichen langweiligen Gerichte essen?
I'm not sure about.
Wenn ich jemanden treffen muss, will ich es so weit wegtun, dass mir kein Gegentreffer droht. Darum will ich am liebsten das Bogenschießen lernen und dann wird man mich überall als Bernie die Scharfschützin kennen. Oh ja. Erstmal wünschen.
Still as a stone, Bernie. If he can't see you, then you're not in his way.
What a weird lumpy rock. Definitely doesn't belong here. Better toss it into a nearby body of water.
What? No! Look! I'm helping!
Ihr seid doch Freunde! Haben wir das nicht schon festgestellt?
Right, Yuri?
Nope, we sure aren't. We'll be all wrapped up as soon as we finish our report.
Abi ist so ein bisschen schwierig hinzustellen, muss ich sagen. Kämpfen. Nur einmal kämpfen. Das ist doch Mist. Inne, Mu und was ist die? Machen wir beim nächsten Mal am 24. die Aufgabe von dem Dings. Von dem Händler. Ich muss erst mal gucken, wo hier wer ist. Okay, also die stehen so ein bisschen eckig. So. Kann ich sie... Ach, was denn? Die nervt mich doch schon so ein bisschen. Die Mädels.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. As you wish.
Oh no.
I will prevail.
Put me in there. Battle. Sure thing.
Yep. Stay focused.
So. Na komm. Du machst den kaputt. Dann levelst du bitte doch auch.
Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Na gut, nur okay. Wir arbeiten dran, ne?
Bring in the smarts.
Und komm, lauf. Immerhin Level 11. Bataillon ist auch gelevelt, sehr gut. Mhm. Ja gut.
Didn't you hear? I'm dangerous.
Die Happy, die kann aber Sachen, du. Wen wollte ich da leveln? Schieß! Ich muss halt auch mal irgendwelche Gegner mal besiegen, da muss ich drauf achten. Komm, du kannst sie noch bestimmt erledigen. Sehr gut.
Only a fool challenges me.
Och, komm. Come on, echt jetzt. So. An Edelgard kannst du keinen Schaden machen, dies. Waffe wegen des Todes hier. Jetzt kriegt er. Das ist aber sauer.
For Lady Edelgard.
Ich meine, ey, du hast Dings angetitscht. Das ist, Lady Edelgard. Oh, jetzt krittet er auch noch.
Luck is always on my side.
Okay, dafür können wir ihn jetzt aber beim nächsten Examen, können wir ihn dann hochstufen.
You're in good form.
Klingt einfach nicht. Wird nicht besser. Versuch. Vielleicht kriegst du auch für den Versuch. Ah, sie hat wirklich getroffen. Ich halte mich auf. Hilfe.
Can't get ahead of myself.
Lennart ist auch erst auf Level 9 jetzt. Ja, den müssen wir aber pushen, den Boy. Kasper, der wird noch so richtig krasser Kämpfer hier. Ja, das ist ja mega. Noch irgendwen vergessen? Lass die mal alle rankommen. Was werden wir uns fertig? ...54, 59... Wie machst du den? Wie wär's denn mal mit Crit, Bernie? Crit! Du bleibst da stehen. Kannst du den auch ohne dass du die Kritte nicht? Sehr gut. Danke dir.
This is hard.
Macht auch 30 Schaden einfach.
Now you know your limits.
Edelgard macht 30 Schaden. Ach, jetzt haut doch nicht ab. So, Ferdinand, hast du jetzt eine
Only a fool challenges me.
Ach, wie süß. Oh, sehr tief. Kann sie ihn? Ja, sie trifft ihn zu 100%. Sehr gut. Jetzt ist sie endlich auch Level 10. Und schon mal dahin. Okay. Machst du das? Da triffst du 200%. Das ist mir lieber.
rather fight drowsiness.
Sorry, aber du wirst jetzt mal kurz weggeboxt. Danke.
What a jump.
Vielleicht reicht das. Bitte, 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 lass es reichen, dass du wenigstens triffst. Ja. Reicht sogar für ein Level Up. Gott sei Dank. Was Level Ding? Yes.
Must be awful losing to me.
Das ist auch noch sehr gut. Jetzt sind es nur noch die hier, ne? 11. Du kannst den kaputt machen. Ich glaube, Kasper ist diesmal der Held der Schlacht.
Right makes might, right?
Weil der macht ja auch mega Schaden. Der hätte auch 0 Schaden gemacht an mir.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Wir haben alles abgeschlossen in 6 Zügen. Sag doch, Kasper ist es. Ne, auf meinen Kasper kann ich mich verlassen.
I'm a quick study. I work to grow.
Professor.
Ich will mich in der Schlacht stürzen und meine Feinde niederwählen. Und das kann ich am besten mit einer Axt. Hilf mir, meinen Umgang mit Axt zu verbessern, damit ich ein gefürchteter Krieger werde. Okay. Du machst beides.
Thanks.
Apparently miracles do come true. We somehow worked well together.
Is that good? Is it over? Can I go?
Not a total waste.
I'm getting it.
One step before the next step.
Sehr gut. Jetzt machen wir erst das mit dem Examen.
You have my thanks.
Kannst nicht. Du bist schon. Du bist auch schon. Ferdinand, Mittelstufe. Yay, er kann jetzt auf dem Pferd reiten. Magie. 81. Du bist Weißmagier. Ich verstehe das nicht, also ich mag das nicht, dass die Klamotten so grün sind. Das ist so nicht so meins. Kaspar hat. Bernie wird Spitze. Und ich muss sagen, als Schütze hat die sehr wenig an. Ist ja schon krass. Für die 6 wird 20 oder höher. Okay. Er könnte Schwert machen, er könnte aber auch Dieb werden. Dieb ist halt so. Ich sehe den auch tatsächlich mehr beim Dieb.
That was a breeze.
Er ist so schwer ist bei Level 20. Also wie das Speziale. Da muss ich Level 30 sein, okay. Dann fehlen mir noch 5 Level. Dann haben wir noch ein paar Unterstützungen. Hubert!
I'm not finished with you. I am Caspar! What's going on, Hubert? You need something?
I watched you training earlier. Pitiful display.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
You yell before every move.
I know. I do it on purpose. It's how I get fired up. Is that a problem for you? You scared?
Stupid habit. If you value your life, you'll break it.
What are you talking about? It sounds like you might have a problem with me.
As a matter of fact, I do. If it was only your own idiotic life at stake, I wouldn't bother saying anything. But it's not. Your foolishness hurts everyone.
Ooh, you sure do love to hear yourself talk.
Suppose you were to shout on the battlefield as you did in your training today. It is very likely the enemy could anticipate your next move based on your insipid blather. And what if your allies are startled by your outburst and fumble with their weapons as a result? This is not to mention the obvious fact that you would utterly botch any covert operation.
You really think I'm that stupid? I only shout when it's completely necessary. I don't do it all the time.
Whatever habits you develop in training, you will reproduce on the battlefield. Combat is tense and frantic. You will default to your training whether you mean to or not.
Hey, why don't you just shut up about it? I can control myself.
Ferdinand. Oh, Ferdinand und Kaspar. Aber schön, dass viele bei C sind schon. Und das ist sehr gut.
Settles that. And don't even think about brawling around here again.
Impressive, Caspar. Well done.
Hey, Ferdinand, did you see that fight?
I saw it from start to finish. Both parties were at fault, disturbing the peace. Then you stepped in and corrected their behavior. You were setting a good example. I am proud to call you my fellow noble.
Your fellow noble? I wasn't even thinking about nobility. That had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me, nothing? Resolving conflicts among common folk is a duty of the nobles. Is that not what you were doing?
I guess so. But it was more like instinct or something. I saw people acting out of line and I had to step in.
Ah, you were acting on impulse. You might be better served following moral convictions rather than instincts. Take me, for example. I always bear in mind that I am a noble and behave accordingly. The fortunate must help the unfortunate. That is my guiding principle.
I never have any idea what you're talking about. If someone's in trouble, you gotta help them out. Simple as that.
A difference of opinion, you might say. Very well then. Believe what you will. I will not expend energy trying to change your mind.
Maybe all of this noble stuff just isn't for me. Hey! Don't walk away when I'm talking to you!
Ja, so edel und adelig ist ja hier unser Ferdinand jetzt aber auch nicht, ne? Hier läuft es noch ganz gut. Machen wir noch den Einkampf? Komm, wir machen noch den Einkampf, dann haben wir die Quest fertig. Dann beginnen wir den nächsten Part dann halt mit dem Showdown hier. Was auch was Schönes. Und der krasse Kampf gleich am Anfang. Ich muss aber sagen, ich kämpfe diesmal viel mehr mit den Leuten als vorher. Also im ersten Spielstand, also wo wir ja den Dings gemacht haben, da habe ich nicht so oft mit denen gekämpft. Einfach, das weiß ich noch.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. As you wish. I am Ferdinand von Eyre. As
Ferdinand, du musst dich nicht immer vorstellen.
I will prevail.
Das ist unnötig.
No.
Versuch's einfach.
battle.
Sure thing.
Yep.
Put me in there.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. Oh, jetzt krittet er auch noch.
You see that?
Ja, ich habe das gesehen, Kaspar. Das war schon eine krasse Leistung von dir.
As expected. I'm not.
Peter ist ein Level aufgestiegen. Ich wollte gerade sagen, das muss ja auch so gehen. Das schafft er doch bestimmt auch so.
I'd rather be napping.
Es ist ein und derselbe Punkt. Ich muss ihr noch neue Bögen verpassen.
to you.
Er hat ja schon eine Um. Also Kasper ist auf jeden Fall auch sehr gut immer fürs Anschwächen, finde ich. Wow. Mit Tubert legt man sich auch nicht an.
Dangerous.
Du musst nur zu 100% treffen. Hätten wir das nicht. Der Eisenbogen ist zerbrochen. Komm! Einmal gepiekst von der anderen Seite.
This was beneath me.
Ah ja, komm.
That really helped.
Sure thing.
Kannst du den machen? Dann levelst du wenigstens auch mal ein bisschen.
I'm looking sharp.
Ah ja. Komm, ich will auch mal kämpfen. Jetzt sind die alle drei so ein bisschen verteilt. Okay, du machst einen Crit mit deinem Pferd. Auch nicht schlecht. Kann ich mit leben. Er geht mir mit seinen Nobelkram echt auf den Senkel, ne? Sehr gut. Du kannst echt einen Axt schwingen. Richtig krass.
Predictable.
Up to you.
Dann machen wir die halt.
Thanks.
Er braucht für Heilung halt mehr. Erfahrungspunkte. Kritte doch nicht einfach. Ach ja, ist von mir aus. Aber immer dieses Gekritte denn noch am Ende so. Oh, ich piek's dich noch an. Edelgard muss ja auch mal ein bisschen, ne? Ja, ihr macht an Edelgard leider keinen Schaden, Leute. So.
Must be awful losing to me.
Ja, ich glaube, das tut denen auch wirklich weh, wenn sie gegen dich verlieren. Da sind die garantiert auch untröstlich deswegen. Die brauchen viel mehr Bewegung. Der eine fängt jetzt hier an. Kommt schon, Jungs. Ein bisschen näher. Den darf Edelgard kaputt machen. Ja.
As expected.
Hard work created them.
Und zack. Ich sah eine mit der Axt auf den Kopf.
Witness my power.
Er sagte auch nichts mehr.
I must get.
So, den einen Bogen können wir dann auch gleich ihm aus. Na gut, fahren wir noch den letzten. Und er krittet noch und lacht dabei so hämisch.
For Lady Edelgard.
Wow, amazing.
Amazing. Gut, dann beende ich hier diesen Part. Ich speichere ab und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Bis dahin sage ich Dankeschön fürs Zusehen. Auf Wiedersehen und bye bye.